You know the feeling. You're the only one. You're the only one that doesn't have friends. You're the only one that's not going on dates or making money. In your entire school, the entire city, maybe the entire world, you're the only one that feels the pain you're going through right now. One of the main lessons of empathy and compassion for not just your friends and people you care about, but for everyone, is the fact that no matter what emotion you're feeling right now, someone not so far away from you is feeling the exact same thing or has felt the exact same way before. So this issue, when you feel like you're the only one that feels this pain, no matter how unrealistic that is the fact that you care way, way, way too much about what other people think about you and about your own ego. Life is no longer you being a part of the world. Instead, the world is actually your life, and everyone else in it is a side character, and everything that happens to you is all about you. I made a video over a year ago talking about how you need to be the main character. And don't get me twisted, I do believe that, but in a slightly different way. When I go out, more often than not, I am the center of attention. I am the main character. I've literally had someone tell me that to my face. They're like, bro, you're the main character. I'm like, I'm just having fun, bro. That's exactly what it needs to be. You should be the center of attention. You should be the main character. You should do all those stupid cliche things like, oh, if you like someone, go ask them out. If you want to meet someone, go talk to them. If you want to be a freaking famous musician, go do it. Or at least try, because then you're going to live a very fruitful, full life that is filled with adventure, joy, and love. You should travel. You should go camping. You should eat amazing food. You should fall in love, camp, and dance. All of these things are traits of being the main character. But when you start to get concerned with who the directors of the movie are, or the side characters, as we call them, or the plot of the movie, you've lost sight of what the movie actually is about. I'm going to try to speak in metaphors here like the Bible or something, because I don't want to give you the answer directly, so you can actually go out and experience it and learn what I'm talking about. You failed if your life is no longer you experiencing this beauty and deciding you want to make something out of it, but instead it's the Reece Daniels show, and everything about it is about me, and no one wants to be a part of the Reece Daniels show. This YouTube channel is called Reece Daniels, it's just my name, but it's not actually about me at all. It's actually entirely about you. You know, when I talk about my stupid music or I plug my coaching calls, the music's there for you to enjoy and have fun with, and the coaching is there for you to learn more than you could with the actual videos. It's about you, my friend. And this shouldn't be limited to just my social media. Every conversation I have, everything I do shouldn't just be about me. I need to often be thinking about what other people want. You don't get a girlfriend or boyfriend by worrying about what you want. If then you're needy and no one wants you at all. It's like you got to do things with the interest of other people in everything you do, or else it's just the Reece Daniels show, and who cares about that? I wouldn't want to watch. I don't care. I want to tell you about something that I wish people would tell me. And this takes me back to my freshman and sophomore years of high school. When I first deleted Snapchat, deleted Instagram, didn't have social media, no one that I hung around didn't have social media. Now in college it's a little different. A lot of people don't have Snapchat. But back then I was like, damn, man, am I really the only one that gets it? It doesn't just fall into line of this social media thing. Everyone would always say, oh, but my Snapchat memories, but it's how I talk to people. And I was the only one that was like, no, screw that, man. Like, if you want to text me, you'll text me on iMessage. And I felt like I was the only one, and it brought out a lot of pain and suffering because I thought that no one understood me. It was only when my friends would open up to me and be like, I'm struggling, I'm not doing good, I feel alone, I'm unhappy, this is happening, that would be like, wow, I'm not the only one struggling. And as ashamed as I am to say it, it felt kind of good. It felt kind of good to know that other people were struggling too. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. When you're alone for so long, it feels good to have company. Misery loves company, right? I started college 2 months ago, and I'm having some of the same feelings, but more amplified now. Everyone has a new best friend except me. Everyone's doing this transition perfectly. Everyone's balancing everything better than I am. But I know for a fact now that's not true, because if the past has taught me anything, I'm not the only one struggling, and my intuition was correct, because the mutual friends I have made here, we talk about how we're lonely and how we don't have a new best friend and how this thing is kind of hard. We're doing our best, but it is not necessarily so easy. So there's my proof. And it's just when someone opens up to you and tells you that they're struggling that you realize you're not alone. Now, not everyone is struggling exactly the same way you are, or maybe even some people aren't struggling at all. But it is a complete fact that a lot of people, if not the majority, are in at least some capacity. No, you're not the only one that doesn't get school, that's having a hard time adjusting, or has big dreams, or just doesn't get the way other people are. You are not alone. And sometimes it's hard to see this because of social media, but this is the lesson to not have social media in the first place, because what people show on the outside to all their friends in the world is hardly what's ever actually happening on the inside. I think it becomes easy to dismiss people's humanity when they do things like this, or when you're needy, or when someone else is being disrespectful or rude to you. But I want you to learn to never take these things personal. When someone snaps at you, they're probably just blowing steam off from something that happened to them earlier in the day. That doesn't make it acceptable, but you can have the peace of knowing that it's not actually about you. And even as sad as it might be, when someone's being nice to you and they're praising you, it's not actually about you either. You're just acting in a way that fulfills their beliefs and makes them feel good. A certain word that you change might change their position entirely. So with the knowledge that we can't actually control if people like us or not, we can either be hated for who we are or loved for who we're not. But the fact that we can't even control that, it's so much easier to just drop it all, be yourself, be your true, authentic self. And when you do that, people actually might try to infiltrate that, because when sad people see happy people or people that are just living free, it makes them jealous and it makes them want to do something about it and let you know that, oh, you're just a stupid little kid, bro. You need to grow up or something like that. But you can always have the peace of knowing that you are your true, authentic self. You are the main character while not being snobby and arrogant and thinking the world revolves around you, but being the main character in a way that you just want to have fun with this one chance we get in life. You can go to sleep knowing that you're doing all right and you are not the only person struggling. Short little video for you guys, but just know other people are feeling your pain, your happiness, your sadness, your jealousy, whatever it is. Someone not so far away from you is feeling the exact same way. Enjoy that about your fellow human. Know that the people you walk by aren't just perfectly good and happy, but everyone's going through something, and why you should treat everyone with kindness and love, because you don't know exactly what they're going through. And if you were having a really shit day, you wouldn't want some jackass to make it worse. So don't be the jackass that's making other people's lives worse just by being a jerk. Check out the music. I love Jaggin, stream Jaggin forever. Check out the free coaching calls, link in the description, and have a beautiful rest of your day.